Hey guys, Jonathan here, and today we'll be making custom LEGO minifigures from the season finale and series finale of Stranger Things 5. Now, this finale was so epic. If you haven't seen it, I don't know what you're doing watching this video, but I did make a showcase for Volume 1, and I think actually in Volume 2, a lot of the costumes stayed similar enough that it wouldn't be worth making a Volume 2 showcase, but everybody changes outfits for the big finale pretty much, so this is a big focus on all of the main characters. Now, the order in which we're going to do this is any figure that uses parts from the official Creel House set will do first, and then anybody that's completely custom will do second. So let's go ahead and get into how to make these customs starting now. So the only figure in this entire showcase that isn't a custom is Vecna himself, and this of course is the minifigure that comes in the Creel House set. I think this is literally pretty much as perfect as it can get, so I'm really happy with it, and we're not going to change a thing on this one. So here we have the boys from the main party, and of course we've got lots of characters. I'm just gonna put them in groups that make sense. But for Lucas, I used these dark khaki legs with this torso that comes from the military soldier from Avatar, The Way of Water, interestingly enough. I think that works really, really well for Lucas. You could honestly use either side of that torso, but obviously I use this one. I put some olive green arms on there just to make it look a little more camo with some color differentiation. Then I used the hands, head, and hair from the official Lucas figure from the Creel House. For Mike, I used the head from Mike from the Creel House with the torso from Quaritch from Avatar. Then I gave him dark brown legs, dark blue arms. I gave him this sci-fi looking gun to represent the flare gun that Nancy gives him, and I gave him a gray beanie, although we see in the show it's actually like a dark green, but I don't have a piece like that in my collection, so I went with the next best option, which is always what I recommend. If you ever watch this video and you don't have the best option, use your imagination to do the next best thing. That's the beauty of LEGO. Anyways, for Will, I used the head from the official Will minifigure, of course, with the powered up eyes. The hair comes from Dr. Octopus, while the torso comes from Franklin from Jurassic World, with these kind of off yellow arms, tan hands, and black legs to finish the look. From the Squawk radio station, we have Vicki and Max, and I wanted to build Max using the wheelchair, although, of course, for the scenes where she's not in the wheelchair, you could just remove it, but I used the official LEGO wheelchair build here, which is, as you can see, just one piece with the wheels added on, pretty simple there. Then the head and hair come from the official Max figure from the Creel House, while the torso comes from Harry Potter, I believe, and the legs are just light bluish gray legs. And for Vicki, I used this torso that I think came in LEGO City, if memory serves, but it was also used in the Wonder Woman Comic-Con set of all places, with some white sleeve short arms that have come in a lot of places as of now. The head, I believe, comes from April O'Neil from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, with Ron's hair from Harry Potter, and I made a slight change from last time and added these legs from Rachel from the LEGO Friends apartment set to add a little bit more of that red, black, and white color scheme that we see in the show. Here we have 11 and 8, aka Jane and Kali, and these turned out really fun, I think. The head and hair from Kali actually are the ones I used from before. The head, of course, comes from Ajax from the Eternals with Finn's hair, and the torso and legs, I think, worked out pretty well, and those come from Claire Dearing from Jurassic World, while 11 has the flipped around torso from Marceline from LEGO Adventure Time from LEGO Dimensions, with the short sleeve white arms, the white sleeve, I should say, then the head and hair from the official 11 minifigure from the Creel House, and some black legs. She wears that bodysuit and she's barefoot for a while, and then like she puts on like black pants over top that, so I went with that second look because that's a lot easier to make in LEGO custom form. Here we have Dustin and Steve, and these use some very interesting part choices. Like, for example, Dustin uses his hat from the official Creel House set with the original Dustin head from the Upside Down years and years ago, which I think works really well. This torso is flipped around. I cannot remember the character's name, but I'm sure somebody in the comments will remember, but I thought that that looked quite a bit like his ghillie suit from the show, so I thought that worked really well. Another potential option, if you would want, would be the Riddler from the Batman, but with the question mark on there, I don't think it's the best choice, but just to give you another option I was considering, that was it. That being said, I gave him these gray legs with the belt print there from Owen Grady, and both characters got the modern shields, which of course I think works out really well. For Steve, I gave him black legs, this torso from Harry Potter with a bandana piece here around the neck, which I shaved down. So there might be another bandana piece that's better, but I didn't want it to cover his mouth at all. The head comes from, I believe, the BTS set, as well as the Pharrell Over the Moon set with all those heads, and I gave him a flipped around blue hat to finish it off. Okay, up next we have Mr. Whatsit, Holly, and Delightful Derek. So, for Mr. Whatsit, I used the official minifigure from the set, but I used the head from Legolas because, of course, he's not wearing the glasses. Well, he does wear the glasses for a little bit, but we already, you could just use the regular figure for that. So, this head comes from Legolas from, Lord of the Rings. I think it's been used in some other places too, if I'm not mistaken, but I gave him white sleeves here to make it look like he has a vest on rather than the full jacket, and of course I gave him the Vecna hand. For Holly, I used the exact minifigure from the Creel House, but I swapped the head out for Luna Lovegood from Harry Potter, and for Delightful Derek, I gave him these short sleeve red arms with the yellow to kind of help make him look like he has that striped sweater on. The torso comes from Lego Sesame Street with some short light blue legs. This head from Jurassic World, I can never remember this character's name, but some MVP in the comment will tell us. And he's got the flat top hair from J. Jonah Jameson from Lego Marvel. Alright, now we've got Nancy, Robin, and Jonathan. So they all kind of have like their apocalyptic outfits on, and I think Nancy literally turned out perfect. She uses this gun from Star Wars. She has a machine gun in the show, but Lego doesn't make a machine gun, so this is as close as we can get. But speaking of Star Wars, the torso comes from an Endor rebel trooper there, which is awesome because then you get that belt that's kind of like the flares she's wearing in the show. I gave her light blue legs for her jeans and the hair and head from the Creel House set. Then for Robin, I actually used the head and the hair and actually the short sleeve white sleeve arms there from Nami from One Piece. That literally works out perfect. I know some people are going to say it's too ginger, but I think it works perfect given all the Lego pieces we have to use for Robin's hair. I love it. And I gave her this torso. I think it's from Snake from The Simpsons, but it may have come in somewhere else. I can never remember. When you make as many customs as I do, it's a miracle I remember as many as I do, to be honest. But she's got dark green legs there to symbolize the camo, pants that she wears in the show. And then, of course, for Jonathan, I used these legs in this torso from Jurassic World Rebirth. So that's cool. He's got the tan hands on there with the head from Bilbo Baggins. I think that works out pretty well. I'm sure somebody is going to cook me for that, but I like that head and hair combo. I think it works out great. And I built him a little flamethrower, you can see, with one of these effects pieces commonly used in superheroes, with a little gun, 2 studs, a black whip, and connected it to this backpack style piece with a neck bracket. So I think that turned out pretty good, and I'm happy with all 3 of these. Very, very much so, but especially Nancy. And as we bring things to a close, we've got the adults. So here we have Murray and Dr. K. So for Dr. K, I gave her dark green legs as well as this militaristic torso from the Toy Story Troopers of all places from years and years ago. Then, of course, she's got tan hands, a little pistol, and a head that was most recently used on Aunt May from Lego Marvel with this hair from Episode 1 Anakin. And for Murray, you guys made a great suggestion to use the new Tony Stark head. I think that actually works out really, really great. The pushback hair from Morbius works, and the legs and torso from the new Hopper minifigure from the GWP work great here, but the torso and legs have appeared in other places too, so thankfully you don't need that GWP, although hopefully you did get it with the Creel House on release day, because that is pretty darn cool. And for our final minifigures here, we've got Joyce and Hopper. Hopper uses this kind of like khaki hat here. Dark green would be perfect if you had it, but I don't. So like I said, I chose the next best camo kind of color I could. The head comes from the original Hopper from the Upside Down, which was also coincidentally used on Red Guardian from the Comic-Con set that year. Then moving down, I've got a flipped around torso from one of the First Order officer characters with some brown gloves, a revolver pistol, and some dark gray legs. I did give him a little backpack there for a little extra detail. And for Joyce, I used the head and hair from the original Joyce. The head was exclusive to that Joyce from the Upside Down set in 2019, but the hair came on Hermione if you want to, use a different head to make the character. Then, of course, she's got her axe as an accessory, and the torso and legs come from one of the Weasley twins from Harry Potter. So with that being said, we'll zoom out and wrap up this showcase. Alright guys, be sure to hit like and subscribe down below. Let me know what you think of these customs, and check out the Volume 1 showcase and all my other LEGO Stranger Things videos if you haven't already. See you guys next time, and until next time, build on.